Hey, if you have a moment, check out our online store at AnimeUproar.com. We have exclusive designs created by pro manga artist Kuzomari, including Escanor, Praise the Sun, Meliodas, Feel the Wrath, and for a limited time, Ultra Instinct Shaggy one-shotting Thanos. Because yes, that's a thing. All the proceeds directly support more content on this channel, so check it out, link in the description. What is up everybody, it's Animac here for AnimeUproar, and in this video we will be talking about the Demon King. The one character who is very likely to turn out to be the final boss in the entire 7 Deadly Sins series. Recent events in the manga have put the ruler of the Demon Clan in the forefront, and we now know that he has been formulating a master plan that has been thousands of years in the making. A plan that could bring about the violent death of many, if not all, of our favorite 7 Deadly Sins characters. In this video, I will be explaining the Demon King's master plan and how it is likely to affect the story going forward. And I'm really looking forward to not only the next chapter, but also to seeing what all of you guys thought about the story so far and what you think is going to happen next. And with that in mind, I have a quick announcement. To celebrate chapter 300 of the 7 Deadly Sins manga, we will be hosting a live 7 Deadly Sins discussion and Q&A on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/AnimeUproar. On Wednesday, February 13th at 5 PM Eastern Standard Time, that is EST, we will be live streaming on Twitch. We will be discussing all of the crazy twists and turns of the manga, and we'll be taking your questions and feedback live in the chat. If we get a big response for this stream, we might continue hosting them every week as the new chapters come out. So, if that's something you want to be a part of, please follow us on Twitch, link in the description. And of course, if you enjoy the 7 Deadly Sins content on this channel, you can leave a like to let me know. And if you're new to AnimeUproar, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Warning, this video will be examining all the information that we have so far, including information from the latest chapters of the manga. So if you're not caught up, please remember that there are spoilers ahead. Proceed with caution. In a previous video, I talked about the huge mystery from the last chapter, which is why when Meliodas emerged from the cocoon after apparently absorbing all 10 of the commandments, he clearly aged. Instead of looking like his normal childish self, Meliodas now looks like an adult version of himself. And in fact, he seems to closely resemble both Mael and his old wanted poster. In that previous video, I mentioned that Meliodas might have aged because after absorbing the commandments, he was able to finally break the curse of immortality that the Demon King had placed on him. Since Meliodas was cursed to be immortal, he probably stopped aging completely, but now that he has broken the curse, the 3,000 years since the last Holy War have finally caught up to him. Zeldris still looks younger because he had been sealed inside the coffin of eternal darkness, so we can assume that he did not age for those 3,000 years. But now that the curse is seemingly broken, Meliodas was finally able to age physically. Except, in chapter 300 of the manga, we learned something shocking. This new adult Meliodas that emerged from the cocoon was not actually Meliodas at all. I mean, yes, it is Meliodas physically, but after absorbing the 10 commandments, which contain half of the Demon King's own power, Meliodas' body was possessed by the Demon King. And so now Meliodas has become a new, younger vessel which allows the Demon King to escape purgatory and manifest physically in Britannia. All this time, the Demon King had made everyone think that he wanted Meliodas to succeed him as the next Demon King. And even his own son Zeldris believed this to be true. The Demon King was even critiqued by other demons, including Zeldris, because he was willing to forgive Meliodas' treachery during the last Holy War and still allow his eldest son to succeed him as the next Demon King. However, the Demon King had a completely different master plan in mind all along, and the 10 commandments that he created appear to have been a brilliant trap that he set for Meliodas. We've known for a long time now that at some point in the past, the Demon King had split his powers in half and then divided that one half of his power into the 10 commandments. This ensured that no one person could ever become powerful enough to challenge him, as had happened before when the original demon tried to overthrow the Demon King. And throughout the past few arcs in the story, Meliodas has had one clear goal. A goal for which he was willing to abandon the 7 Deadly Sins and everything he cared about. Refusing to accept that Elizabeth was going to die yet again right in front of his eyes as a result of the curse. Meliodas decided that the only solution was to absorb all 10 commandments, which would make him powerful enough to challenge the Demon King and become the next Demon King himself. And then he would finally have enough power to break Elizabeth's curse once and for all. Zeldris decided to go along with this plan because Meliodas had promised that when he becomes the next Demon King, he will save Gelda, a woman whom Zeldris loves, and a woman who was sealed away by the demons because she is a vampire, and the vampire clan betrayed the demon clan during the previous holy war. In fact, Zeldris was ordered to execute the entire demon clan, including Gelda, but he couldn't bring himself to do it, so he sealed them away instead. But in chapter 300, the Demon King in an adult Meliodas' body reveals that he was never planning on allowing a traitor like Meliodas to inherit the throne. He also reveals that absorbing all 10 commandments will not only make you stronger, but it will also turn you into a vessel for the Demon King. So it seems that from the very beginning, from the day that the 10 commandments were created, the Demon King had a backup plan. Even if someone became powerful enough to absorb all 10 commandments, that person still couldn't actually challenge the Demon King because they would merely become a new vessel for him. I wonder if the curse that the Demon King bestowed on Meliodas was all part of his ultimate master plan. The curse served as motivation to force Meliodas to keep getting stronger in order to one day save Elizabeth. And all of this just led Meliodas to become an extremely powerful vessel for the Demon King. A vessel that is younger than the king's old body, and a vessel that is not bound to stay in purgatory. The Demon King even says that the reason he decided to take over Meliodas' body is because he didn't want Meliodas to waste his true potential. Which implies that Meliodas, as the Demon King's eldest son, really is special. He has the potential to become incredibly powerful, and that is exactly why the Demon King wants Meliodas to become his vessel. The Demon King then goes on to mock Elizabeth, telling her that he will indeed break her curse, just like Meliodas dreamed of doing for thousands of years, but he will only do it so that he can then go on and kill her in the most brutal way possible. This again shows how much the Demon King still hates Elizabeth and how angry he still is that Meliodas decided to betray the Demon Clan because of her. However, during this exchange with Elizabeth, the Demon King does betray one interesting piece of information. He says that he wonders what Meliodas' face will look like when he sees Elizabeth's corpse. He wonders if Meliodas will become so depressed that he will join Elizabeth in the afterlife, or whether he will simply be relieved that he finally doesn't have to worry about Elizabeth anymore. The very fact that the Demon King is wondering what Meliodas will say when he sees Elizabeth dead implies that the Demon King's control of Meliodas' body may not be permanent. If the Demon King knew that he could completely control Meliodas' body forever, then Meliodas would never have the chance to react to what happened to Elizabeth, since he would just be in the Demon King's complete control. The Demon King's words here imply that Meliodas is still in there somewhere, that he might even be conscious, and that it may be possible for him to emerge once more and take control of his own body. I mean, let's face it, the story would be pretty anticlimactic if the Demon King simply remained in control and we never saw the real Meliodas again. So I'm sure that the story will go in a direction where Meliodas regains control somehow. If you have any ideas about how exactly this might happen, feel free to let me know. I think that Meliodas' emotions that fought the Demon King together with Bon and Wild back in Purgatory will probably play a crucial role in allowing Meliodas to regain control of himself. By the way, I have to mention that in chapter 300 we witnessed the Demon King displaying some unbelievable power. He is able to take on Merlin, King, Diane, Elizabeth, Mael, and Ludoshel on his own without any problems, and yes, Hendrickson was there too, I guess. And the Demon King is even able to destroy Merlin's perfect cube, a secret technique that originates from the demon realm, within seconds. Honestly, the Demon King is certainly a worthy final boss. And by the way, massive props to Hawk for his bravery in this chapter. Hawk tried to distract the Demon King by provoking him in the hopes of saving Elizabeth. But as I mentioned, the Demon King simply destroys the perfect cube that was protecting Hawk and nearly kills him. Finally, at the last second, Bon finally shows up and grabs Hawk, and the chapter ends as Bon confronts this new Demon King possessed Meliodas. Oh man, after all this time, it looks like we are finally going to see Bon in action after he spent decades in Purgatory getting stronger. But we have to also remember that Bon may no longer be immortal, because in a previous chapter he seemingly gave up his immortality in order to save Elaine's life. I expect that in the coming chapters we are going to see Bon attempting to wake Meliodas up and get him to take control of his own body once again. We will also see Bond showcasing his new power-up, of course, and I predict that we haven't seen the last of the great O-Pink, the mighty captain of Scrap's disposal himself. In this chapter, the Demon King repeatedly says that Hawk is a rare beast, and we know that Hawk is actually a creature from Purgatory, a creature that the Demon King specifically picked to send out of Purgatory in order to keep an eye on Meliodas. So I believe that Hawk is still going to play some surprising role in the future, and of course the fact that his mama turned out to be the Mother of Chaos may also come into play. But let me know what you guys think. Do you agree that the Demon King has had this master plan to take possession of Meliodas' body for thousands of years? And that he planned it all out very meticulously, including tempting Meliodas with the idea of becoming the next Demon King in order to break Elizabeth's curse, setting up the 10 Commandments as a trap for Meliodas, and even using Hawk to keep a constant eye on how Meliodas was progressing. What do you think is going to happen next in the story, and is the Demon King in Meliodas' body going to be the final boss? Or are we still going to see the 7 deadly sins taking on the Demon King and maybe even the Supreme Deity in their original bodies? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed the 7 Deadly Sins videos on this channel, you can leave a like to let me know. And if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/AnimeUproar, and join us for the Chapter 300 discussion and Q&A live on Wednesday, February 13th at 5 PM EST. I will be talking about the chapter and taking your questions live, and if we get a good turnout, we might start doing this every week on our Twitch channel, link in the description. A big thank you to iiTheYahikoDarkii over on DeviantArt for allowing me to feature his art in this video. He is very talented, be sure to check him out, link in the description. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.